It's your boy Tixie
What
Japan
is
back
up?
with another episode of ATAS Across Time and Space. You gave me that
Okay, I mean, you're just going to jump the gun right there.
look. You gave me that look. You gave me that look.
I didn't give you any look. I was in the middle of talking. You just started talking. Like, what's going on? Oh, man. Well, I guess, we got that out of the way. I kind of wanted to throw in the episode 60. But somebody out here.
Do the hand gestures? Do the
I mean, you already done skipped over everything. Why go backwards in time? Backwards in time? I mean, I was gonna put up the introduction thing and everything, but I mean,
let it ride.
Gun.
Let it ride.
You just jumped the whole gun. Anyway, we're talking about. Oh, what? It didn't save. Yeah, hold up. Oh, I really didn't mean to do that. All right, yeah. You know what? Things are going crazy over this side. I just deleted the scrolling thing. We're off to a crazy start. Episode 60 is going crazy right now. But for those who are new here or may not have been following along, we are talking about Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari, and we are on chapter 9.1. This is a long chapter. I think it's an hour and a half. So we're going to be in this one for a little bit.
Solid chunk.
Yeah, we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it rolling. So this chapter was talking about some crazy stuff. All right, and I'm gonna stick to the first part of the chapter because I don't think that the author is gonna come back around. So what I'm gonna do is stick to that first part as far as the AI is concerned, and I'm not talking about Allen Iverson.
That's old school. That's old hat. No,
old hat.
Yeah, man.
He's been out the game
AI.
for a little bit.
Yeah. So we talking AI?
AI. Yes. AI.
It's a very popular topic right now, especially with all this Chat GPT going on.
Chat GPT. You got DALL-E. You got AI art. You have AI sermons. You have AI homework being done. It's real crazy out here. Real crazy out here. But I don't think that AI is all bad. And we've been using AI for a little bit. I mean, if you have any Android device or you have any Apple device, artificial intelligence, your phone will actually learn like what apps you use at certain parts of the day. To where you go to your recent apps and the app that you're looking for is already there. Like
it is.
Like boom. Oh, okay.
No lie. Like I'm looking for a certain app. I look for Our Daily Bread, right? And I don't know where it is. I was looking for the Nintendo app. I don't know where it is. But when I just go to the search bar, it's already like the 8 apps that you actually wanted. Oh, thank you.
See
thank
that?
you. I mean, you gotta look it up. That's great. They know what I'm looking for. That's crazy though.
But that's the crazy thing.
That is kind of crazy. How you know what I'm looking for, bro? Because it's that time of day. You always looking for Our Daily Bread first thing in the morning. Get you started. Get that word in. Oh,
we've been learning from you. This is what you like to do at this time. So
this is what I like to do at this time. By the way.
Oh my goodness. You over here flashing stuff, man. We about to get demonetized. You know the Nintendo ninjas be out here, man.
We didn't even say it. We didn't even say it. You said
it. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. They probably have an AI algorithm for images for their copywritten stuff.
Oh, that dude looks like Link. We're gonna demonetize him. Come on now.
Look, I was on somebody's podcast a while back, and they got a copyright strike for something that I said from a random company. So, like, don't.
What did you say?
It was just like some original idea that I had, like just like,
You
hey,
thought-
this is in response to la la la, and they tried to copyright strike what I said.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, you're telling, oh yeah, we didn't even say what it is. It's like, you don't have to say what it is.
They're scanning everything in the background. Just okay. Can I see any company names? Because if so, I mean, I think my background is less recognizable than yours. It's like, okay, the government of Japan is going to get after me. Oh, he's showing the Kanto plains. He's showing the Kanto plains.
And be like, oh, he's a terrorist. He has the maps up.
He's got the maps up.
The maps up.
Next. You said the danger word. Now they do have the audio, and they are scanning the audio.
Oh
right?
yeah.
But they're gonna scan it. I think they would start there with the audio because they can change audio to text, right? And then that's going in a whole different direction.
Yeah, I mean the closed captioning on YouTube is pretty good.
It's getting good.
Much I will say.
It's getting awfully good. So then they scan that script and then say, okay, we see the company's name there. Boom. All right, let's go in and see what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then they have like some kind of whatever algorithm scanning all the video at that time. That would make sense. Rather than just, all right, we're going to scan everything.
The thing about it is that it's not YouTube that's saying, hey, company, they're using your name, or hey, company, they're using your image. It's the company themselves that has the algorithm to go through all of this stuff.
Is it the company themselves, or is it a company that sells their services to that other company? Say we'll look to see if we can find your product being used by other people on YouTube, and then they give you the company a report. That's a commodity. That's a service.
Yeah, but either way, it could be under the company because they're paying for the service. Right, so it's not like there's just some random like YouTube like report like, okay, they've said your name this many times. No. It's up to the company to make the copyright claims and strikes and all that. So however they go about it is however they go about it.
Right.
But we live in a world with IoT. You know what IoT stands for?
The RFID inside this device tells me that I ought to know what it is. It's the
RFID?
internet. Huh? RFID? That's old fashioned. Look, IoT
is old fashioned.
IoT is the Internet of Things, right? And it's helping you track, or it's helping companies track where all their devices are at any time. Yeah, basically. And in the past, they would use RFIDs to track their products. That's the reason why I went with RFID first.
Oh, okay.
All right, but I mean, the idea is that the internet is in everything. Like this little guy right here. I did it really quick. All right.
Look, if it happens, it happens. I mean, if they really want to
it means that
us,
we're cared for, we're loved, we're being watched. Okay, that'd be great.
Big Brother is watching. It's all
that means Big Brother's watching. Great.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah. So the internet is in everything. It's connecting everything, and if it isn't yet, then it's gonna be. That's the future that we're heading towards. Is that a problem? I don't know. I mean, it helps you to track your inventory, right?
What inventory? I ain't got no inventory.
How you mean we ain't got no inventory? You got your cup?
I got my cup.
Okay. There's your inventory. What are you talking? What are you talking? That's what I'm saying. Cup. We should be.
If you guys want one of those, the link is not in the description of this video. Yeah. Sad to say, it didn't make it in this video. But if you look at 59, or 58, I can say that it's in 58 because I remember putting it in 58. But if you want that mug, if you want to support the channels, because this is a joint effort, definitely have that merch. Yeah, so we got Water Pulse Laser checking in, was part of the early crew. Gotta flash the mug, LOL. Yes, we gotta flash the mug. Why not? We are proud of our logo, and we're proud that we have merch now. Even if we're the only two that have it, it's an exclusive thing.
Right? No, hey, it's not only two. It's another one out there on the way. Another one of our listeners is out there.
Okay.
Understand?
All right.
It's on the way. It takes a little while, but it's on the way.
Yeah. All the way, shipping all the way to where they are, Definitely.
We should have, we could have like an AI bot that's like, doing that customer service part of it, making sure everybody gets their stuff. You can do that.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
pretty sure ChatGPT could do something like that too. Yo, is it like blowing up over there? It is, but is it blowing up for anybody, any other AIs like that in the States? Like I know, Alexa, Google Now, or Google, whatever Google's thing is. I'm trying not to say it without waking Google up. And Cortana. We got
Cortana kind of went the way of the dinosaurs, though.
Is it really? Is it gone? Because
I don't know that it's really gone, but it definitely didn't really take off like that.
Man, I mean, she was the AI in Master Chief's suit, yeah.
Yeah.
Over there on Halo, and if you were a gamer coming up, I mean, that's really cool to have that same voice, telling you what to do, telling you your weather. Like that was an easy. It seemed like it would have been an easy one, but it wasn't just personality. Everybody has their own kind of thing that they want their AI assistant to do. But yeah, all of our devices have an AI bot in them now. But this chat GPT thing though, like it creates text, from what I understand. I haven't seen it do the audio part, like talk to it, but you can type to it, and I mean, it can do a lot. It can tell you how to make a better podcast. Like
that's the scary thing about it.
I was like, okay,
yeah,
that's really good.
A lot of people are getting in trouble because they're having ChatGPT do their homework. So you have people who are using ChatGPT just to get their work done, but then those that are literally plagiarizing. Would it be called plagiarizing if it's not a human?
Right? No, I don't
that's a whole thing that's out there.
I don't want to steal your thunder, but there's a question that Yuval posed about that same point. It was like, you could use the AI bot to do your chemistry homework, but where's the premium for being an expert chemist if you can have the AI do it anyway?
I was talking about a lot of what he was saying was talking about doctors. There's no way that any one doctor can remember all of the diagnoses and medical history for one person and all of the possible diagnoses
treatments
from the symptoms and then all of the treatments for any one of those. Yeah. So with a doctor, you might not like the outcome or whatever they say, so you go get a second opinion. But if you have an AI running the medical, then you have unlimited potential, and it's like, okay, well, it could be any number one of these 57 things. Okay, but your temperature has only been happening for 5 days, so it can be any number of these 20 things, and then narrow it down like in the blink of an eye.
Yes.
So that's kind of where we at.
I mean, a doctor only has 5 minutes, right, to like chit chat with you, try to make you feel good, and find out what the situation was. Whereas, you plug that stuff into the AI, talk to the nurse, she plugs it into the AI. It gives you the most likely results, 99% likelihood, 98, 97. I mean, come on. That's the direction that we're heading. People still need that conversation with the doctor to be calm, but the doctor is just kind of reading what the AI says. That's the future.
Everybody with iPads just like, oh yes, I'm looking at your medical charts here, and it looks like this treatment didn't do well, so we're gonna try this. Boom. But it's all the AI like behind the scenes, like, oh yes, it didn't look like it worked, so we got this, and this. Oh man,
bro, it's AI bots. It's AI bots writing articles online. Like when you read articles about whatever thing that you're interested in, including the hottest game right now, AI can already write the article for you, and it's pretty good. It's like relatively, it's like better than 99% of the stuff that's out there, which is crazy.
Some YouTubers have actually done scripts by AIs and then just made the video around that script. Like whatever the AI says, or whatever the AI says that I should do for the algorithm, boom, I'm gonna do it. And it's a little scary because now it takes the creative out of the creative. You know,
Well, that's the thing. Is that what people are really looking for? Are they looking for the creative, or are they looking for a certain set of features that they're most I don't know, they're based on their preferences, their biases, right? I want to hear these certain words. I'm not looking for that much creativity in my, I don't know, Zelda article or something,
yeah.
Just hit those notes that I like.
I see what you're saying. But I mean, that's where the AI of Google comes in, because you go do a search and those are the words that come up. It's like, oh, this is a 96% match. We're going to put that one in there. This is a 97% match. We're going to put that one in there. Bing just doesn't hit the same way as Google, because Google's been around longer and is tried and true. So their AI has has learned over time. So I think that eventually it's going to be kind of neck and neck. But
well, hold on. When you say Bing, I gotta tap into that, because Bing right now, when you type in the search results, you get search results, but then on the right you have the Bing AI results come up now. That's built into Edge. It's like, and you see like a conversation is just opening up right there around the thing.
For real.
Have you seen it? It's crazy.
Put in the comments, who's actually using Microsoft Edge?
Edge is lighter.
Just put in the comments, what browser you use. Like, you can even put your top 3, but just put like what browser you use. Like, I'm Chrome all the way, because it bridges the gap between my phone and the computer and wherever I sign in. So to me, that's great. But yeah, put it in the comment section, below the video, so that we can see all of those. Definitely we got one comment right now. What's this going on? Oh no!
Got the edge, the slice. Oh man. Chrome is super resource heavy. That's what he's speaking the truth. It's the truth.
Okay,
Chrome is bad heavy.
Okay. Chrome is resource heavy, but they did just have this new thing. They just have this new thing where you can basically shut off tabs. So it won't load them in the background until you go to them, and it'll refresh. So it won't use as many resources. I know that's the biggest thing for Chrome. They're like, oh, it's so resource heavy. I don't want to have all of these resources. It's using up too much RAM. I get it. I do get that.
Bro, no lie. When I tried to open up a separate browser just now, so that I can ask the AI which browser is better, I'm going to ask ChatGPT which browser is better for me. Unfortunately, because I have Chrome going right now, it slowed the music down.
No.
It really did.
I refuse to believe that.
True story. It really is true, bro.
Man, I refuse to believe that. All right,
you know what?
We've actually this song actually slows down. It starts off at a faster tempo, and then the tempo slows down. It's very strange. This song is very strange. When it starts over, you're gonna hear it in a little faster tempo. I don't know why this song does that, but yeah.
Okay. All right. That'll. I mean, the listeners are probably thinking the same thing. Like the music.
Well, we'll see. I mean, when you go back to listen to it, you're gonna hear the whole cycle.
Okay.
So we kind of went through these questions kind of informally, but like, what do you think of the IoT world that we live in? But this next one, when will the uprising happen? That's what people are afraid of, right? When automation started to happen back when our parents were getting into the workforce.
Automation?
Not just automation, but like
Okay.
more mainstream. I'm not talking about Henry Ford and the conveyor belt line to build cars. I'm talking about when it was
Okay.
everybody's job was kind of like at risk. And like, oh, well, we can get a mail sorter to do this, a mail sorting machine to do this, or we can get this pre-soldered boards, or we can get these things that are basically taking jobs from people.
Isn't that the story of history, though? Technology making our lives easier so that we can use our resources for something else. Like that's a part for the course. It's just that now our tools are getting so good that they're thinking for us, and they could
problem. There's a problem.
They could be voting for us.
Oh no!
And they could end up making us dumber because they're answering our tests. They're eliminating the need for knowledge-based whatever. That's what the issue is, I think. The premium for having knowledge of how to operate the AI. Like, it should be as simple as 1, 2, 3. It should be as simple as turn it on. So I'm not going to pay a technician to interface with the AI. Just make the AI smart enough to be able to talk to me in normal language, right?
Oh, mercy. Yeah. That's where we are now, though. It's like you ask your IoT of choice, hey, what's the weather today? And it answers back. The weather today is, make sure you bring your umbrella, or the highs will be this, and there's a UV warning. It's like,
do you want a reminder when you leave the house? Because you can get one. Because when you walk through, you can just, if you got a little NFC tag by the door,
forget about it.
Then you already
forget about it. You're locked in,
right? I don't got NFC tags sitting around, but
look,
I know people
I've been
do.
thinking about it because some of these things, I can't say that I'm against the idea of having like a smart home. I kind of want those types of things where turn down the lights, reading mode, theater mode,
theater mode,
boom, just like
theater mode, bro. It's on the phone already, and those lights right here, right overhead, do that. All right, but it's like I would like to just be able to say it, and they're not quite linked the way it should be. Google, get on it, man, because that's it should be. We should be able to do that. You should be able to just clap off.
No, don't. That's back in the day. Don't try to bring that back.
I know, but wasn't that simpler than having to say just the right words? Come on.
But the thing about it is that with that, it's just a decibel threshold. So if you're having a bumping party, you better believe that thing's going to be turning on and off just because it's past the decimal threshold.
That's true. real simple command right there.
It was great, but so we got Water Pulse Laser checking in again. The idea of a smart home is extremely appealing. Extremely appealing, and I definitely agree with that. I have 3 Google devices. I have one in the living room, one in my bedroom, and one in my daughter's room. So much so that my daughter, we can use them as intercoms.
Yes.
So that's always a good thing. But my daughter knows when she goes to bed, all she has to do is say the wake up command and then say good night.
Yeah.
And Google will ask, what time do you want your alarm set in the morning?
That's right.
Oh, can I have Google read me a bedtime story? Sure, why not? So it's there,
Now, if you could have the AI voice, if she could have the AI voice, give that bedtime story in your voice.
Oh no! See, that's too much,
unacceptable.
Because that means I would have had to submit my vocal data. Like,
you've been submitting.
They already listening. Don't get me wrong, they already listening.
Haven't you said enough for them to make a profile for you? If they wanted to.
That's a scary thing.
If they had a permission, they really could have. Because every conversation that you have on Google Chat, Google Meet, Google Duo, Google, what else was it before that? Every single one of those. that data is saved by and can be used by Google for its services. So you already have enough. They have
It's
enough
already there. Yeah.
logged. I'm not a president, you know. I saw the presidents arguing about what are they playing, Halo or something? Have you seen some of those like presidential just like Obama versus Trump
versus Joe Biden versus Trump?
Yes.
Yeah.
They cuss a little too much. But it's their voice.
It's their voice. Yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy. The uprising is happening
as we speak.
Yeah. I mean, which uprising? Like when the robots start acting against us?
Yeah. I mean,
intentionally, because they are unintentionally acting against us right now. They're making us.
I mean, because they're. I mean, to be so smart, they dumb. You know, that's that's kind of how it boils down. But this is the big question: do you feel that your job is safe?
My job.
Yeah,
my job.
Your job specifically.
I would like to have an AI helping me out with this, because I gotta visit a lot of different teachers and observe their lessons, this type of thing. And I think it would be awesome if the AI, all right, because I'm having them record the lesson and stuff. If the AI listens too, then it could catch things that I didn't catch. Oh man, it could have the data from previous interactions, previous conversations, feedback sessions. Okay, these were trigger words for that person. So don't use those words when you're talking to them, right? Or this person reacted well to this type of argument. Like there are multiple intelligences, like 10, 11 different types of ways that people respond or people learn things. Like there are, photographic memory, for example. Some people are more musical, So it's just like, okay, use the whiteboard when you're explaining a concept to that person and they'll get it better. Use a visual. Like otherwise, other people are more, photographic and more text-based. Give me the logic. So if you already have a profile of how that person is, and you get in there, it's just like, okay, I know what strategy to work with this person. You can kind of figure it out when you start, but you already have your own biases. And if they're your type or you're the type that you're most comfortable with, then they're going to understand the message.
Yeah.
If you can learn, several different categories and then have suggestions ready to go, 4, 5, 6 different things that'll work for that person, then, I think I would like to have a mag help me on my journey.
My goodness.
That's what I'm going to call it. All right.
Nobody knows what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but nobody else knows what you're talking
about. PSO. Okay. All right.
So for those listening at home, my co-host is talking about a game called Phantasy Star Online, in which you start the game with an AI pet.
Yes.
Yeah. And you literally teach it by giving it different items, and it will act accordingly if you feed it accordingly. Yes. So there have been times when I can't speak for you, but my mag has definitely saved my life in that game. This is automatically giving me items that I needed before I could input the buttons, which is kind of where we're at. If you look at it in the sense of the apps, it's boom, you use these apps at this time, therefore these apps are on your hotbar at the bottom of the recent apps.
Yeah.
So we are kind of there.
Do you feel that your job is safe? Or like insulated from AI? I think it's very hard to find, but do you feel that your job is insulated from it? Is there a danger that you'll lose the job? Is that when you say safe? I don't think there's such thing as safe from the intrusion of AI, but could you lose the job because of the AI?
Because of the AI?
Yeah.
I think so. Because my job is more that of social work.
Yes.
You really can't have an AI doing a whole lot.
What would make your job easier if the AI was doing that?
Just
focus on different things
of it all.
You said the who?
Forensics. So I work with the homeless population.
Mm-hmm.
If I can know, okay, this family exhibits homelessness this time every single year. Okay, then maybe it's a seasonal job type of situation where they're coming for the agriculture and then they're leaving and they're claiming homelessness, that type of thing. The forensics of the case before that case comes to me, if I could just have like boom, 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 boom. This is what they've reported in the last year. Last 10 years, they've not reported anything. They've not needed any help, or they've continuously needed help and they haven't been responsive to the welfare system. Things like that could help.
Can I tell you a little more? I won't.
More about what? About my job?
No. What ChatGPT said about your job is that it can help you with data analysis.
No. See, hold up. You just took my data.
No. Like, I said, how can AI help me with social work? And it said that we can provide data analysis, predictive analytics. AI can help social workers predict outcomes based on certain factors. For example, our AI algorithm can be used to predict the likelihood of a child being placed in foster care based on certain risk factors. And this can help social workers like yourself intervene early and prevent problems before they occur.
Yeah. All right. That's a very good one. It's very good. But
also, natural language processing.
Who's going to be inputting all of this data?
I mean, the data is being collected, right? Like you have to already collect data on your folks, right?
Well, that's the thing.
You got reports and stuff.
There's still freaking paper.
Your paper only? Like
not
you're
paper
writing
only,
with a pen?
Predominantly paper.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
But
then that's a whole nother thing. But I'm reminded of this show called and I'm gonna say the name. We get demonetized. I mean, the show has been over for a while, but it is a very interesting show.
What's
Person of Interest?
Person of Interest.
Person of Interest, and it has in it an AI that can predict criminals. So it's like, what do you do with that information? Do you act on arresting them or different things like that?
Oh, like Minority Report.
Something like it.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was like 4 or 5 seasons. You typed it into ChatGPT. Oh my goodness.
I asked it a question. I said,
goodness. I said, look, you are becoming dependent on this thing. Like,
no, I asked a different question though. I didn't say what is it. I said, why haven't I heard of that show? And so there are a few reasons why you haven't heard of the TV show Person of Interest. Firstly, it was premiered on CBS in 2011 and ended in 2016. If you weren't watching TV during that period, or if you weren't a CBS viewer, then you may not have come across the show. I don't feel so bad about myself. It gave 3 reasons. I'm not going to give them all because,
Oh my goodness.
It's wild, bro. It's wild, bro. Don't ask those types of questions.
It's too
Don't
much.
ask those types of questions.
It is too much.
Yeah.
All right. So I got one more.
Okay.
One more question to bring up. If AI did take all the jobs, what would you do?
What you want? Just like straight off the
like
cuff?
if everything became automated, like all of our processes for work became automated, so nobody had jobs, what would you do at that point?
I get a pad. Write it all down. All right. Look, I'll be right here, same time, same network. Man, the job has been taken, but this conversation I enjoy. All right, this is for the people. And ain't nobody gonna watch 2 AIs sit there and talk about a book that they enjoy or talk about life. Ain't nobody gonna watch that because those are AIs talking to AIs. That's crazy.
You say that.
I mean, no. That might be it might already be a thing. Text talking to text. Right.
But
I mean, I've seen Alexa talking talking to Siri,
Oh,
you know,
that's
talking to
kinda
Google,
crazy.
like a three-way conversation. It's like, blah, 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 you know. I've seen that. But
That's scary.
and yeah, I mean that the president's thing when they're playing Halo and they're having a conversation with each other, going back and forth. Like, yeah, that is kind of AI talking to AI. It is entertaining, but it's like there's an audience for that, and there's also an audience for the human element. And I don't think, I don't think that part's going anywhere. It might just increase as people have more time on their hands.
Okay.
What would I do if all the jobs are taken though?
Yeah.
All the jobs?
All the jobs.
Man. I think that's real dystopian. It's a real dystopian.
I'm glad that you
future.
said that word.
You know, yeah, I mean, that's deep. Yeah, that's hard, man. That's hard because it's like to say that, like, being a writer is a job, but that's taken by AI. So AI is doing all the writing.
It's already technically taken by AI.
It's aided by AI, but the super intelligence, the thing.
No. Like, you can have, like I said earlier this episode, you can have AI write sermons, you can have AI write essays. So what's to say not a novel? And then DALL-E, you know, ChatGPT, written by ChatGPT, illustrated by DALL-E. Like, I feel like it's possible. It's a little crazy, but it's possible.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So, I mean, I'm reminded of the movie WALL-E.
WALL-E, yeah.
Where everybody was kind of just consumed with being a consumer.
Yeah.
And ended up having their meals in a cup and in their little floating hover chairs and just getting fat.
Fat in space, floating around, enjoying themselves.
Yeah. So then there's also, there was another movie I was thinking about too, but we have another comment. So
it sounds cool to me.
Hold on.
Fat and floating around.
We have a comment that's very cool. I mean, I'm a little scared about that one there.
I mean,
tell me this thing. Okay.
So yeah. If you say, all right, it's the jobs are taken, but the leisurely activities, including taking care of yourself, exercising, jogging, you can't have an AI jog for you. You get to jog yourself.
No.
If the money's coming in, residual income, fine. And I'll spend more time just working on my own body. Go out in nature, like the Buddha, right? He left the palace behind. The palace was taking care of itself. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm gonna go out to nature and work on me. I find myself, you know, like Daruma-san, and end up like the Daruma with no arms. I mean, I could.
Yeah. I mean, you might want to, because I know what you're talking about. A lot of people might not.
Yeah, Daruma-san ga kurunda, right? All right, so this is the Daruma right here.
The tiniest Daruma I've ever seen.
Right. So it stands itself. But the idea is that this guy meditated for so long that his arms fell off. And he just became perfectly round. Right? That's the idea behind the Daruma, right? Perfectly balanced, but then has no arms and no need of arms. He doesn't have to reach for food. He doesn't have to attack anyone. He's a perfect defensive device. You know, you hit him and he just bounces right back up. It's a lot to that. But yeah, this is the smallest, heaviest paperweight Daruma I could find.
Oh, okay.
It's solid. This is solid. Like,
don't get hit.
Don't get hit by that. That could take a life. it's Nikuma. Okay.
Yeah. So the main thing about this, what the author was talking about is also going into different industries, talking about how we started off with agriculture, oh my goodness, that is a awful freeze. I'm having a little trouble in the studio with the camera. But talking about these different industries, once the Industrial Revolution came up, everybody's working in factories, and then everybody's working in textiles, the fashion boom, and then computers started, and then we go more into that, and now it's all AI.
But don't just burn through all that, because it's a really important point in there too. So like the what? Hold on. Oh, you gonna touch on that?
Because I'm leaving that because it was at the tail end of this, so I didn't want to get too far into it and then cut.
Okay.
So I'm leaving that for you. If you want to spoil it right now, then it's all on you.
I mean, that was like the first thing he said. That's like the first thing he said about liberalism, and
that was the end of last chapter.
Right, end of last chapter. First thing in chapter 9 is like the limits of liberalism, right? But I say like all of like the Industrial Revolution and now all that, building, each person counting, and the importance of each person and their input went well with this idea that we saw in the whole like 19th century or 18th century. It's like individualism counts, every person's effort counts, women's voting, the whole like civil rights movement. Each person counts. Liberalism, yeah, but then that also helps the economy. When the economy has changed and it's such that, well, the AI is actually doing things for the people. So does each person's voice really need to count? You could just use the AI to figure that out, right?
Yeah.
So good AIs counts. So who needs humans?
Who needs humans?
That's when we get to the meat of the conversation right there.
If the AI is doing all the work, if the AI is building all the algorithms and identifying these things before we can identify them for ourselves, then who needs humans?
Is that an answer that the West arrived with because of the AI and the way that the AI has worked with us and because of their historical background? Do you think that other parts of the world, some of these developing nations, if they get AI early on, is their answer going to be, oh, we don't need people? Or are they going to come up with a different response? It's like a different sci-fi future, a black sci-fi future. No, I'm saying like that's a conversation though. That's a conversation that's happening right now. What does sci-fi look like
from the standpoint from a different country?
Yes. I see. The brown sci-fi future, the black sci-fi future, the Asian sci-fi future, whatever. And then I don't know, that's a huge swath of the population, right? Like 2.5 billion people. Their version of what the future could look like, or a dystopian future could look like, or maybe not dystopian at all. Maybe have a different answer for it. But like, here's the AI,
all prosperity. I mean, I could see that with Chinese sci-fi future and AI. They're 1/3 of the population of the world, and I think they would be just like, oh, communism and peace. It's like, oh, this is bought by Communist Party, therefore it's peace. I could see that being a thing.
I could see that being a sell. But the reality?
I mean, the reality about it is that communism looks really good on paper. But then there's usually one person like, gotta get greedy. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
True story. Yeah, man. True story. I mean, I don't know, man. The future, the AI future is here. It's coming pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting topic. We're gonna open this up even more next week on, I would say, Fox 61.
What?
Episode 61. Stay tuned in. All right. Like that question though. Should you have an AI bot vote for you? I keep putting that out there. because it's been rattling around in my mind, and I think it's gonna happen eventually. Like, do you want to sit there and listen to all the, mess on C-SPAN? All right,
what they're probably gonna do is
the lies. Yeah.
Have a algorithm to say, oh, this is what is gonna happen based on prior voting and all of this. This person will win. I can see that happening, but I don't know about
a predictive analysis.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure a predictive analysis would be
deep
possible.
predictive analysis, but I don't want to let no AI vote for me.
What I'm saying is, you program your AI avatar. You program your AI avatar with your preferences. These are the top 10 things that are most important to me, and at the very top, this is the weighting. You can decide the weighting yourself. Listen to the arguments of both sides, weigh their history, or provide me with the history. Right? If that's what you really want, you can have your own your customized level of preference. But as far as sending in the vote or standing in the line, no, just
you gotta do that part.
Just do it
digitally. Oh
yeah,
no,
that's what your avatar is for, to do it digitally.
Oh, no.
Okay, avatar, go stand in the line for me, the digital line, right?
Oh gosh, that's
you want to go stand?
Like that's too far, man. That's too far. I hope that doesn't happen, but I feel like somebody's gonna make it happen.
If it were legal, would you refuse? And I want to go stand in line myself.
I don't stand in line to begin with.
You don't stand in line in the first place.
I vote from home, like mail-in ballot.
Mail-in ballot. I want to write it myself.
It's not that I want to write it myself. I don't want an AI voting for me. That's kind of crazy.
Your AI, your own.
I don't care. I don't care.
What?
Because look, what happened, and he talked about it too. If there's a cyber attack, it takes all of 2 minutes, and then stuff will be lost and or saved, and the whole attack could be trillions of dollars, but only last 5 minutes. Like, and that's what's really scary. I mean, I already have so much of my data online or through the AI, and it's like that. Like, let me keep that little piece, please. Let me keep that little piece of my identity, something that makes me human, that I can only do. But we're gonna jump into that a little bit more next week. We are running a little bit long, but it's a great conversation. We had one of our listeners put that they were enjoying the conversation. It's a great topic. We appreciate that. Definitely
do.
So for next episode 61, gonna be over there on TPC Japan's channel. Make sure that you look out on the right place. We want you guys to be a part of the conversation.
Absolutely. It's that much better conversation when y'all are involved. I already said go ahead and get yourself a pen and a pad and write it down. If you're getting notifications and your AI is telling you, then your AI is probably telling you it's on, it's popping right now. It's your boy TPC Japan telling you that's what it is, y'all.
You already know it's your boy Ace of Cross Culture. I'll put it up. CXC.
Put it up.
Until next time, stay prayed up.
Prayed up.
Be blessed.